What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is the only sports podcast. That's right, the only sports podcast. I'm Will. That's Casino over there. How we doing today, Casino?
Not too bad. It's a Friday and I'm on the show, so things are good.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Don't adjust your television sets. Casino is on the Friday show, and he's on the Friday show because this is the Super Bowl episode. We talk about the Super Bowl. We pick the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It had nothing to do with Will texting me and saying, "You are doing the Friday show." It had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Casino was like, I should do the Friday show for the Super Bowl. And I was like,
100%.
absolutely. Absolutely. But so today we're going to talk about the Super Bowl, who we think wins, how we think that's going to play out. We're going to try to build the perfect Super Bowl prop bet casino parlay card.
Ooh.
We do that every year. And then we're going to get to what we tried to last episode. And then turns out we like talking about food too much and
Arguing about pizzas more like.
Yeah. Also, I'll tell you what, a lot of conversations with people about pizza. People have wildly different opinions about pizza. It is, pizza is a very, and then you look at the Epstein files, pizza means something completely different there. Pizza, hot button topic around the world, Casino. Around the world. We're just talking about the food. Just the food.
Pepperoni or sausage here. You're just a cheese guy.
Yeah. But let's, you know what,
no,
Casino?
You know what? Before we get into that, are you a pineapple and pizza guy?
Yeah.
Me
don't
too.
What is it? I'll tell you what though. This is the move. Where you do like pepperoni pineapple pizza, when you just order a regular pepperoni pineapple pizza, you're just like, okay, this is fine, right? I don't mind pineapple. The trick is you get a nice hot pepperoni pizza, you cut up cold pineapple, and then you put it on the pizza. So now you get the pineapple, but it's cold mixed with the hot. Oh, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm all about pineapple on pizza. It's really good.
I don't know why this became.
It's just another sweet and savory thing. Like, if you don't like sweet and savory, okay, I get that. But, sweet and savory for me is great. My wife hates sweet and savory things. Like anything that's like that bacon jam burger or whatever. She's like, no, chicken and waffles. She's like, no. Like I'm all for sweet and savory.
Me too.
I think they go together perfectly. But yeah, just not in my tea. Not in my tea. No.
No, I completely agree. But we're here today, Casino. Again, we say we're not going to talk about food, and then literally we just start immediately talking about food. But,
well, you got me going.
But you know what? Let's actually just talk about the Super Bowl just straight up, and then we'll get into all the minutia of it. So we make sure we have enough time to talk about it. So I will say we're also going to talk about NFL honors. So we'll talk about NFL honors in a second after talking about talk about the Super Bowl. I will say, I know you're a Patriots fan, so your view of this might be skewed.
I'm trying my best.
Well, no, I'm saying just the coverage of the Super Bowl and the anticipation for this Super Bowl, it just feels like there's zero juice for it. It just feels like there's zero kind of story going into it. It just feels like it's flat. There's like nothing.
I kind of feel the same way. Like there's always been a little bit more hype behind it. Maybe it's just because Patrick Mahomes, the Golden Boy, is not in it. I don't know. And it's just Sam Darnold and, a second-year player with Drake. I don't know, but you're right. It doesn't feel as spicy as it used to. I don't know.
Well, it also might just because it's two pretty young, pretty newly put together teams. So it's not like there's a lot of, because again, with Chiefs, with Eagles, it's like those teams, even with 49ers, Chiefs, it's like those were a lot of years where you could either build a love or hatred for those teams, right? Based on what you like in football and what you like with those teams. These two, it's kind of like both came out of left field. I think I saw this thing where it was like before the start of the season, Seahawks were like 50-1 to make the Super Bowl. Patriots were
there's really
5-1.
It's crazy because not a lot of people know anything about these teams. The narrative that I hear of people of picking their teams is like, Oh, because I hate New England. They've had their run, I don't want them back, or it's going for New England, and it's only for Drake May, and they're just like, "Ah, well, I like Drake May," and it's like the whole Travis Taylor situation, but now it's Drake May and Michael May, so it's silly. Nobody's really know anything about these 2 teams, um, going
Yeah.
into it. They're going off of, "Oh, I'm gonna pick the Seahawks because they haven't won in a while, and we don't like the Patriots," or it's, "I love Drake May and Michael," and they're getting that, Taylor Swift treatment because it's, and all the and all this stuff.
Yeah. So obviously you're a Patriots fan. You're going with the Patriots in this game.
Yeah, and
So
it's I'm going with the Pats. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be I here's the thing, the Patriots can't let Seahawks get out early. I think if it's close and it's a 3-point game at half, then I think coaching really comes into play, and I think the Seahawks might be in trouble because I just think the coaching experience between McDaniels and Vrabel will trump what Seattle's got going on. But they just can't let it get away early. I think it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I am picking the Patriots because I think it's pretty even. And obviously, I'm a Pats fan, so I'm going to pick the Patriots on that one. But I don't think it's going to be a blowout. And that is not because I'm a Patriots fan. I think it's just going to be a good game going forward. That's all.
yeah, I just think the only really 2 camps or 2 arguments I've heard for this game are twofold, which is it's either a Seahawks blowout because we've seen how dominant this Seahawks team has been, not just during the regular season, but the postseason. The big
Yeah, but
question mark.
they've only played like one top 10 defense this year. Like,
Yeah, but I don't. But I think the Patriots' defense is heavily skewed in the rankings by who they've played, because again we
yeah, I
did
mean
this
that's
during
good. I
the
mean that's a good argument.
well, we did it during the postseason where it's like, well, the Patriots are playing, the top 5, top 3, top 1 defense. And then nobody talked about how they were playing the 20th ranked offense, the 25th ranked offense, the
Oh, people were talking about that. You
32nd
were
with
talking about that.
Stidham. Yeah, but it was like, oh man, Drake May beat all these top 5 defenses. And it's like, yeah, and they were playing bottom 25 offenses. It's like, I
Okay.
think Seattle, again, when you look at Seattle, you just go, he's Sam Darnold is going to have the Jalen Hurts game, which is just, you can guarantee that he's going to have one bad turnover, right? In both Super Bowls, what is it? There's the first one where Hurts fumbled before half that got returned for a fumble 6. There was in the second Super Bowl, the miscommunication where he threw into double coverage early and turned the ball over. So Sam Darnold has turned the ball over the most of any quarterback this year, right? So you're expecting, even though in the playoffs he hasn't turned the ball over yet,
No,
you're
he's been really good
expecting,
in the playoffs.
yeah, you're expecting at least one turnover. So with that being said, I also expect from Sam Darnold the one turnover to not
Right.
unravel him.
I mean, but you say he hasn't had a turnover in the playoffs like it was like a crazy thing. The Rams defense ranked 20th. They're not the greatest defense. I was surprised. So that was watching him play that game. Sam Darnold, that was his best game I think I've ever seen him play. He played really good in, a game to get you to the Super Bowl against your rivals. Like that was a huge game. He played great. But the other game he was playing against a very, very, very depleted defensive team with the Niners. So like that
Yeah.
not having a turnover in that game, that should be what was the case. So
Well, it should be the case, but it was the case of him playing like a bad defense. But then again, when he played that bad defense, he had almost a perfect passer rating in that game. So you go, when you're playing a bad defense, or when you're playing a bad defense, a bad team, an injured team, what you want is your quarterback to have a perfect game and you to have a blowout. Like that, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. Like they completely dominated that game.
oh
And
yeah.
then against a good Rams defense led by the now MVP.
Good
Like,
Rams defense. They were 20th.
Yeah, but that's still a Rams. But okay, then that's a good Rams team. Like that's a Rams team that came out of the hardest division in football, had already played Seattle
The
twice.
Rams team that lost to the Panthers, that lost to the Falcons. Okay.
Yeah, but again, but your team lost to the Raiders. How'd the Raiders do this season?
Yeah, in the
They got the
first game.
number
You
one
no, no,
overall
no,
pick.
no, okay, okay.
Like,
You and I both say it doesn't matter until you get to, like, week 4. So,
yeah, but again, yeah, but again, it doesn't matter till week 4. But again, we also have those games every year where you're just like, how did the potential Super Bowl champion lose to the team that's going to have the number 1 pick in the NFL draft? That's crazy. That's just the literal polar opposites of what you can
well,
be.
that's why Mike Vrabel won Coach of the Year, was because he was able to get this really ragtag of some veterans, some players that just got discarded from other teams. And yeah, I remember when you told me when we got Milton Williams, you're like, he's good, but that's a lot of money for Milton Williams. And I was just like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take him. I'll take him.
Well, Milton Williams has been good.
He's
but I
earned
still
every penny
think
of it. He earned every penny of that.
And again, I'm also still glad my team did not resign him for that amount of money. So it's win-win because your team got him. He turned out good. I don't regret not re-signing him at all. And then, yeah, both sides are happy. But so when it comes to this game, I don't know. The two things again, the line is still 4.5, which I find interesting, which means a lot of money is going on both sides. I know,
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw, I have a bunch of Patriots fans I work with. I have a big better guy that I work with, and he was absolutely furious that Mattress Mac placed a million, I think it was a $2 million bet on your Patriots.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, so he was absolutely furious that happened because he's a Patriots fan, and again, I feel like those things hurt the teams more than people let on because again, if we've seen so much in sports. There was just that thing you sent me where what is it?
The
What it was the
baseball throwing
pitcher?
pitches,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's when there's large sums of money like that,
Yeah, and
again,
then we
in
had
the
the whole
Super Bowl.
college ball scandal for, like, all the lower teams, and they didn't think anybody was gonna notice. I
Yeah.
have a regular who comes
NBA's
into
been
my
saying that
bar.
forever.
Yeah, I have a regular who comes into my bar, and he's retired, and he did well in life. He's retired, and now, like, his main source of income is he's a gambler, and, like, he does really good job at it, and one of his favorite things to gamble on are those games of, those, like, lower tier college basketball games, and he's like, "Yeah, now it sucks because, like, all of those teams, they're not allowed to go and be in the betting world anymore." And yeah, so it's crazy. Betting, we've talked about this so many times on this show. Betting has just gotten so out of hand. It's gotten so
Yeah.
out of hand.
But again, I don't think it has everything to do with it, but again, a call here or there, that's literally all it takes. So when
Oh,
I
yeah.
see large again, when Drake comes out and is just like, I bet millions of dollars on this one team to win. It was called the Drake curse for a reason. Every team he did that with lost. So the Mattress Mac thing, it doesn't make me go, oh, well, this gives the Patriots a better shot to win. It's just one of those things where like even 1% of me just goes, I don't know. $1
Well,
million. And again,
I did think that when I heard about that bet, but then last night when Matt Stafford, we'll talk about it, but when Matt Stafford got the MVP, I was like, okay, now the Patriots have a chance. Patriots have a chance because Drake May did not get the MVP, and he's got a shot to win the Super Bowl now. I'm very
that is
superstitious.
true.
I'm a little stitious.
Well, also the crazy thing is so I saw this before we started the show. It's either the Patriots or Seahawks would rank as the second least likely team to win the Super Bowl based on preseason odds since 1978. So the only team that would have had worse or technically better preseason odds was the St. Louis Rams in 2000. That's the greatest show on turf, obviously, with Kurt Warner, was plus 15,000 preseason odds. The New England Patriots were plus 8,000. Seahawks were plus 6,000. So again, that is But again, we weren't before the start of the season. The conversation with the Seahawks was if Sam Darnold works out, this team's going to be good. But again, they're in a division with the Rams and the 49ers. With your Patriots, it was this team's going to be good, but we think they're going to double their win total, which will still make them an 8-9 win team. Like that was the ceiling.
I won a couple beer bets with some friends where I was saying that they're going to be a 10-win team, at least a 10-win team. I thought they would be a 10-11 win team flirting with the postseason with the wild card. I did not expect them to make the Super Bowl, so I am very happy about that. But I expected them to be higher than that 8-win total going into the year. But yeah, I didn't expect either one of these teams. I knew Patriots were going to be much better, and I did say Seattle. I picked Seattle because I thought Stafford's back was going to be off to win the division, but I didn't expect Seattle to go and get to the Super Bowl like they are. I did not expect either of these two teams in it.
No, and it was also one of those things where the Matt Stafford back issue. I feel like that was a huge story going into the season, and then it was just never an issue, never brought up ever once again in the entire time. We've had this season where there's been ups and downs for every other team. The Matt Stafford back injury just never was an issue again. But now it's time, Casino. Actually, what are we with the picks? It's been so long since we made a pick. I think you're still up. I got to flip through all my
with
stuff.
The playoffs. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's been a minute.
So obviously we finished the regular season where I won. Thank you so much. The postseason, you were up by 1 going into the Super Bowl. So your pick is the Patriots. I am going with the Seahawks. And now this is where the prop bets come in, Casino, because we're not just betting Patriots or Seahawks, because I am betting Seahawks. I think it's going to be, I said blowout last time, and blowout to me means 10 or more. You said blowout to you meant 3 touchdowns. I don't think that's going to happen. So by my logic, I'm going Seahawks by 10.
Okay.
How much are you picking Patriots?
Patriots by 4.
Ooh, by 4. Okay. And then I saved every prop bet I could find. Let's first go to this one. I'm just gonna, again, those are the 2 that we will decide who's the postseason champ. These are just for fun that we can add on afterwards. So let's pull this up. Where is it? No. Why would that block it? I don't know what the hell that means. Okay. It said your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in the address bar to allow access. What the fuck does that mean? This is new computer for you right here. I don't even know what that means.
Live show, everybody.
Live show. Oh, maybe it's because I had them all up like that. What the fudge is happening? Okay.
Well, pizza really good.
Oh, there we go.
Not a Super Bowl party snack.
That one, people did agree with our list when it came to the bruschetta. People were saying bruschetta is very good. It does not belong on pizza. And I was like, yeah, that's all we were saying. Okay, now here we go. It is, okay, so the first one we have, Casino. The first one we have is one of my favorites, which is National Anthem. Over or under, so this is, I'm assuming, minutes. So it's 119 minutes or 119 and a half or over 119 and a half. So that obviously means, does that look better? No. See, when it's tiny like this, you can't see it on the TikTok screen. So, or the short screen. So National Anthem, over under 2 minutes. Let's just put it at 2 minutes.
But see, it's not 2 minutes.
It's
Um,
a minute. I'm gonna say a
yeah,
minute 19, or no, 119 minutes. So yeah. What am I having a
it's
stroke?
just shy of 2 minutes.
Yeah. So that's
You
why I
okay?
said 2 minutes. I am. That's just in a weird phrased in a weird way.
Well, I mean,
Um,
coming from somebody who watches a lot of movies yourself, you can't
but
read
see, I've
that?
never liked this. Just put 2 hours over, or to put 2 minutes over under 2 minutes. 119.5 minutes.
I'm gonna go under.
Oh, see, I thought we'd disagree on this. I also am going under 2 minutes. Again, 2 minutes is a long time, especially when everybody's waiting for the game to start. Like, I always feel like we think these national anthem or the halftime is really the one where it's like, is this going to go over or under 45 minutes? Like,
Mm.
halftime, I feel like it's just exploded into so long, so long. Coin toss. It's an easy one. Casino, heads or tails?
Heads.
Ooh, see, I went tails because it never fails. Uh, game to-
It did when the Patriots won that Super Bowl against the Falcons. It failed then because Matthew Slater picked heads.
well, also
Greatest call of all time.
this is one of those things where it also I've looked you see that thing always where it's like the last 10 Super Bowl winners have been the away team. So in this game, are the Seahawks or the Patriots the away team?
No, see, I have no idea.
Because it's either the Chiefs with their home red jerseys or the away team in their white jerseys. So it looks like
They're designated as the home team.
the Patriots are.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no, casino. Game
Yeah,
total.
but the Patriots get to choose a jersey and they're wearing white and Seahawks are wearing navy.
Oh, that'll at least look nice. Game total over under 45 and a half. 45
Over.
and a half. I'm also going over. I think that is just 45 and a half. That
The weather's
seems
supposed to be beautiful and great, and both these quarterbacks, they can sling it even against the defenses. They're these teams are gonna put up points.
but see if it is a Patriots win, 24-20 doesn't sound insane to me. And that would be right under. But if it's a Seahawks blowout, I think it's like 31-20. So that would be over. So I'm going with my pick. I'm going over. First offensive play. This is a good one. Run or pass. Let me
Run.
zoom in.
It's gonna be a run.
It's going to be a run. Just for shits and giggles, I'll go pass. Even though I do think it's a run, unless they try to do that quick screen or slant on the first one, whatever team it is. Okay, team to score first.
Oh man. It's gonna be the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think Seahawks too. I just feel like they're going to take the ball first. They're going to go right down the field, either score a touchdown or a field goal. May passing yards over under 221. I am going under.
I'm gonna go under just because I don't know what his shoulder injury is. Everybody says it's fine, and they just have it on the report to have it on the report. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be more of a run game for New England. So yeah, I'm gonna go.
Well, have you also seen that thing where it was Drake May's shoulder since the second half of the season? The first half of the season, he was number one in deep passing attempts, completions, completion percentage, touchdowns to interception ratio. He was clearly the best deep ball thrower in the league. He hurts his shoulder the second half of the season. He was 15th or 16th in every single deep throw category. So the shoulder clearly was bothering him this year, or the second half of this year. And then also now Sam Darnold has been injured for I feel like the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I feel like you keep hearing about his oblique injury, and that was the talk before the Rams game. And now apparently the Seahawks starting safety hurt himself during practice.
Yeah, the rookie safety rolled his ankle or did something to his ankle.
So now that's in question. I don't know. Again, there's no It's just this is a weird Super Bowl. There's no juice. Darnold passing yards over under 228. I feel like I would also say under. I don't feel like this is
Yeah,
going to be a
I
very
think
pass happy
I think it's gonna
game.
be a very well balanced game. I can see both quarterbacks getting to right around 200, and then a lot of running as well. I think it's gonna be a very clock management, very well done. They're not gonna just be slinging it. So
Yeah, it's going to be control the clock, dink and dunk down the field. And again, we never. It's incredible when teams now throw for over 300 yards. This is just not what the league is anymore. It's just defense. Everybody plays two deep safeties, like two high safeties. You don't
yeah,
pass over
too
the
high. Yep.
top.
Yep.
Everything's underneath. Diggs receiving yards over under 43
He,
and a half.
he wants to show up in this big game. I'm gonna go over. He wants to be the guy. This is his first Super Bowl. It took him 11 years to get into the Super Bowl. He's gonna make it count.
Yeah, I'm also going over. That's a good point.
Because really, you could just take one 15-yard pass, right, or 14-yard pass, something like that, and then he breaks. He's just gritting out a tackle just so he can get another, 20 yards, something like that.
Yeah. I don't think the other ones, we don't have to go through every player. This is a good one. Longest touchdown, Seahawks or Patriots?
Patriots.
You know what? I'll go Pats too. I'll go Pats too on that one. Longest field goal, I will go Seahawks on that one. They have, what is it? Who is it? Myers? I believe Myers.
Yeah, what's his long? Because Borregales, he's got a 59. So
I think the Seahawks guy is 60 plus. Isn't the Seahawks guy? Yeah, I think either I'm getting him. I know the guy from Jacksonville kicks.
Little kicks 71.
Yeah,
70.
so he got the record, but I think the Seattle guy's good. He's good. Last touchdown, Seahawks or Patriots?
Patriots.
Last touchdown. Oh,
Patriots are going to have to get that last touchdown, and then I think
win.
Seahawks are going to try to come down and win it, but they're not going to be able to. Sam Darnold's going to throw a pick.
Okay, now the next four. These are the really good ones that I love.
Over.
Total sacks over 4.5, under 4.5. Now this is
over.
For the game.
Over.
I believe
believe in over.
Over
Drake
for sacks.
Drake is hitting the over on all of that in general. It's
also
over.
Total turnovers over 2.5, under 2.5. This is
over. It's a
3-turn.
This is a 3 turnover game all day. It's with these defenses, they know that they're at some point they're probably going to have to bail out one of their quarterbacks, and they're going to have to get a defensive stop. It's going to happen. It's going to be happening. A ball is going to get punched out by off a running back, or there's going to be a desperation throw. Hell, it might even be like a Hail Mary. There's one turnover right there. So, yeah, you got to go over.
Yeah, and it also was Jason Myers for the Seahawks. His longest one is 61 yards. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we thought. Now, this is a good one.
I hit it right last year.
You did hit it right last year, and this year they've put 3 together, or you can say any other. So it's Gatorade bath color, clear, water, orange, or any other. How are you not picking any other at this point? Nobody's getting clear or water dumped on them. It's clearly Gatorade. So this is a question of orange or any other color. It's any other color. And now, what is the color you think? You got to think of, I mean, purple.
Maybe blue.
Ooh, I'm going purple. So you're going blue. I'm going purple. Also, I wonder how is there not, maybe I just have never seen it. How is there not a short documentary just about how they conceal the color of the Gatorade before the game starts? Because this has to be like one of those things that's a big insider trading thing, right? Like people are making a shitload of money on prop bets for the Super Bowl. Now, Super Bowl MVP, is it the quarterback or is it any other player?
Put it on the biggest stamp you have and stamp quarterback, because MVP is just a quarterback award.
You know what? I will go other. I'll go other. If we don't think either of these guys are going to have great games, a lot of turnovers, maybe it is Diggs, maybe it is Jackson Smith and Jigba, maybe it's Cooper Kupp. I don't know. Kenneth Walker, maybe he has three. That was from End Zone Near You. They said that Seahawks are going to win and Kenneth Walker is going to be MVP. So that was their hot take. Now when it comes to building, if you had to do these and build the perfect parlay casino, like your locks, let's say you took 5 of these. I'll throw them back up on there.
Going back up.
Lock. So national anthem, I feel like you can't say lock. Can't say lock for that. We'll go down. See, I feel like you got to go national anthem, no. Coin toss, no. Because again, those lose in the first 2 minutes of the game, you're done. I feel like you got to go game winner, game total.
I mean, half of these are 50-50.
Well, yeah, that's the point of betting.
I think right, but I mean, so you're saying lock. It's tough to make a lock on a 50-50 thing that is.
Well, maybe not a lock, but more like to keep.
Well, you got to go turnover. I think honestly, turnovers and sacks. I think turnovers and sacks are both locks.
Especially the last couple Super Bowls, I feel like we've seen just turnovers galore. I mean, that Chiefs 49ers, they turned the ball over 10 times in that game. So I think you go total sacks, total turnovers, game winner, game total, and then maybe you throw in quarterback passing yards over under.
What's your lock is game winner?
Yes.
Dumb.
And also Gatorade.
You know what? You know what it should be? Right out of the gate, don't do the national anthem, but coin toss. Just throw that in. So if your parlay before the game starts, before the first snap, if you're gonna throw away that ticket or not. I think that has to be on there. That has to be on there. Either that or the national anthem.
Well, also, if you're just doing a dumb, throw $20, see what happens, I definitely feel like you do that. But I also feel like just logically, you just go Gatorade bath color Super Bowl MVP, you go any other for both of those. Because it's either one, there's every other position on the field except for quarterback on both
quarterback
teams.
Award, man.
But I'm saying it's for every other position on both teams. So it could be running back, defense. Maybe, again, we think there's going to be a lot of turnovers. Maybe there's one defender on whatever team gets 2 interceptions. Darnold may don't have the best passing games. Then it's like, we got to give it to this guy. Like Cooper Kupp won that, the Rams-Bengals one. Maybe it's Jackson Smith and Jigba. Maybe it's Stephon Diggs. I'm just saying
No, you're right, because the last one for the Patriots, it was Julian Edelman. So
yeah, so you just go value. And again, Gatorade bath color. This clear and water is not an option.
What is clear?
So it's literally orange or any other color.
What's clear?
That's what I'm saying. Isn't clear water? There's a clear Gatorade. I guess the glacier.
There's that glacier white Gatorade. That's off.
I don't even think I've seen that. I don't drink Gatorade. I don't think I've seen that in the store. But I don't know.
They save that for the players. They save it for the players.
Are these any? Oh, okay. This one was also a good one. This one had a couple ones on this one. Obviously, we're not going to repeat the same one that we just had, but this one had a couple fun ones that were on this that were not on the other one. So let me zoom in on this. Zoom. First commercial to run between. So first commercial, is it a beer commercial or a soda commercial? That is a great one. That's a great one.
No, it's neither. It's a betting commercial.
Yeah, it's good. Put a slash there and say DraftKings.
It's a DraftKings commercial.
So your first is DraftKings. You know what? I'm gonna go beer. All right. First offense, we already did that.
So Shane Gillis, Budweiser commercial.
Yeah. Jersey number of first player to score, odd or even. That's when you have to be in okay, what's everybody's on the Patriots, and I think it's going to be Jackson Smith and Jigba, who is 11. So I'm going to go odd.
You can go even.
Again, I know we're gonna I'm writing all these down. I will not check any of this. So where this is, what is it? First team to accept a penalty that is accepted. Seahawks or Patriot? See, this is also a thing. You tie, dude. You do a parlay that literally is make or break in the first 5 minutes of the game. You go, how long's the national anthem? Heads or tails? Who gets first penalty? Who wins the or I just said who wins the coin toss? First offensive play of the game, first commercial. You do that, I mean, you're hitting big or you're losing big within the first 3 minutes of the game.
I'm not tired. I'm not tired, dude. Not at all. I got a proper 8 hours of sleep last night, minus 4 hours. Doing good. Doing good.
Okay. First team to commit a penalty that is accepted. I'm going Seahawks. Seahawks do the first penalty that is accepted.
That is
first
accepted,
team to call
yeah.
it.
So I think the Pats will cause the first flag, and then Seahawks will accept it. Yeah.
Will there be a 2-point conversion attempted in the entire game by either side? I also say yes.
Go big or go home. It's the last game of the season.
Okay. Will there be a missed field goal or extra point?
There will be a missed field goal or extra point. Yes.
I also think so as well. First halftime.
I'm going to say that. I say those because, those are those you have to try at the end of the game or something like that. You're trying to get points at the end of the half. And you're like, okay, well, it's a 62-yarder. Let's give it a shot. Time's going to expire.
It's up. Also, I just realized I am zooming in on this thing, and it is not. There we go. Will Cardi B or J Balvin make an appearance during the halftime show? I don't know who Balvin is. Cardi B.
She'll be there, but I don't think
she will be there. Will she be at the halftime show?
No, I think she'll be too. No.
Shit-faced. She'll be too shit-faced in the Patriots suite.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? She's dealing with the baby, buddy. No.
That's true. I'm saying no for both. No for both. Total combined score will be odd or even. So I think it's going to be odd.
Even.
Winner. Oh, here we go. Color of beverage dumped on the head coach at the end of the game. Orange, blue, yellow, red.
Blue.
Yeah, blue. The closest would be blue there. All right. I think we've done enough prop bets. You get the gist. You get the gist. It is fun though to just be like, all right, I put $10 on this.
Well,
I
can't wait because I will be watching the game with my brother, and it's gonna be a big venue. There'll be a lot of people there, and I can't wait to hear people. And this is a place that's gonna have a lot of sports betting, and I can't wait to hear people moan and groan and watching their watches and all that for the like just the random cheers that I'm gonna have to explain to my wife and be like, oh, it's for that. Oh, it's for that.
Dude, especially
my wife knows betting happens, and like she knows football. She's all, but I think in the moment she'll just forget that there's prop bets going on, and she'll be, whoa, what is everybody like? The game hasn't started. What's going on? And I'll be like, oh, these guys won money. These guys did not.
All right, wait. 2 last prop bets that I think are really interesting ones. Who will have more receiving yards? Diggs and Booty combined, or Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Booty and Diggs combined. Because I think it's gonna be a good battle between Christian Gonzalez and JSN. Where JSN's going to get the best of him a couple times and vice versa. But I don't know if he's going to put up enough more than Diggs and Booty. I can't see that. I can't see that.
Okay, last question. This is a great one. I don't know how this is a legal bet because it's so easy to sway one way or the other. How many times will Tom Brady be mentioned during the Super Bowl? Over, under 4.5 times.
Over.
It is
Over.
Chris Collinsworth in the booth calling this game with Mike Tirico. How many times a game does Chris Collinsworth bring up the quarterback or a quarterback? It's Tom Brady is going they're minimum going to have the Seahawks Patriots interception at the goal line. That's going to be brought up on the show minimum what, three
I don't know.
times?
I guarantee you Malcolm Butler is going to be a guest appearance at something.
Yeah.
100%. It's really funny. I don't know if you saw it. It was during the NFC Championship game, I think. Uh, but a reporter went up to Richard Sherman, and it was like that whole thing where they have like an old photo, and it's like, "Can you sign this for me?" And it was the Richard Sherman like still face of him going, "Oh."
Yeah.
It was hysterical. He handled it like a champ. I will give him that. But oh man, that had me in tears laughing because I find that really funny when that whole internet trend where, hey, can you sign this for me? And it's an old Facebook photo or whatever it is. But
Yeah,
that was
yeah, their
that was
old
really funny.
headshots and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that was a really funny one. That one got me. That one got me.
So let's talk about, we had the NFL honors last night, Casino. MVP, rookie, coach of the year, all that kind of stuff. I will say I watched this show because I was at work with it when it happened or whatever.
Yeah, same here.
This was as a show, this was worse than the ESPYs.
Dude,
This
I
was
couldn't hear it, but it just
abomination of a
seemed
show.
bad.
Oh my God.
People were
It was
getting names wrong, like crazy, intentionally, unintentionally.
oh,
Um,
dude, the
uh,
comedy just fell flat. Just
dude,
oh,
yeah.
dude, that was so
What was
bad.
Jeff Ross doing up there, dude? He looks bad, by the way.
Yeah, I don't even understand what the joke was with him. It was just he was an old Browns quarterback. Again, it's just, dude, Tiffany Haddish literally. So obviously, Casino and I are both bartenders. What is it? Go make a drink for an entire ticket. I'm in the well. I make 12 drinks on this ticket. Don't know how long it was, right? How long it took me. I came back. She's still doing her like thing and this was not the opening monologue. It was a part in the show. She's doing her jokes. They're cutting to people in the crowd, all that kind of stuff. I go back, make another 15 drink ticket, come back. She's still talking. And I was just like, how long is this segment? How long is she going to be on this show doing this thing? It's just,
Yeah, what did she do? She was
it?
just she was just calling out people's like clothes and stuff. Again, I couldn't hear the audio, but it
Dude,
just
she did this one bit where she was like hitting on an NFL player, and then the NFL player like stood up and they were like going back and forth. And then the NFL player was like, I'm married. And then she was like, oh, you're ugly. I don't like married men. That was that whole segment took like 5 minutes. It's like, why is this on an NFL honors show? What are we doing here? Corey Purdue 37 says Drake May got robbed. Drewski has never been
not
funny.
really. I mean, he did, but he didn't.
Drewski has never been funny and he never will be. I am also one of those people. I do not understand the Drewski. People will be like, Drewski is the funniest person ever. And then I'll try to watch one of his sketches and I'll be like, where is even the joke?
Losing you.
What is the joke? He's just so bad. I just think he is awful.
Dude, and
awful.
I mean, let's just talk about Drewski for like, so offensive player of the year, JSN, he got it. Well deserved. He was just lights out. He was lights out. But yeah, Drewski going up there and purposely butchering his name to say the N-word. Like nobody thought that was funny.
Well, it's also like the setup to it was like, okay, I'm going to now say his name 70 times in a row. And then the last time I'm going to mess it up. It wasn't even like, if that's the joke, like at least do it well. Like the joke, he fumbled the joke so bad.
But see, I find that was just so wrong. That was just so wrong. Like,
well, the whole, again, why is this a show? Do a little hour-long presentation on NFL Network. You can put it on NBC, Peacock, whatever. Just do an hour-long show studio show, have the host be like, here are the nominees, show clips, show a video package of the person accepting the
Yeah.
award. Why do
I
we
mean,
need another award show?
yeah, I mean,
It's
not only
just
did Drewski do that on purpose, I mean, you also had so JSN, good job getting that offensive or getting yeah, getting the offensive player,
offensive
right?
player of the year. Yeah.
Yep, thank you. But when Coach Vrabel, he got Coach of the
Coach of the
Year,
year.
Tiffany Haddish up there, and she could not say his name. She said it, Mike Verbal, Mike Verbal, Mike Verbal. Like, she had no idea who this guy was. Like, see, that's my issue with people hosting different shows, and I just don't care for the like shows in general. My wife wanted to watch the Grammys the other day, and I was just like, we watch it on the rerun and whatnot because we have the kids. We just don't watch it in real time. And I was like, you can watch it. I have no interest in it, like zero
No.
interest in it.
No.
And
That's where I feel the
like,
oldest.
I don't.
When I
What do
watch
you mean?
like when I watch like the Grammys or whatever, I see clips of it. That's when I feel the oldest because I'm always like, I have no idea who 90% of these people are.
Oh yeah,
And they're winning like album of the
100%.
they're winning
100%. But
album of the year, song of the year, and it's like I've never heard this going about my
yeah,
entire life.
but they need. But what I
Like,
was getting at is they just get people. If you're gonna have somebody host, have somebody host that knows what they're talking about. Like
or just at
that is
least how about watches football? How about
right.
watches football? Like bare minimum.
Mike
It's
Verbal.
have what is it? Key and Peele host it. They did all those funny sports
Dude,
like sketches.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Those skits are so funny. I was actually just watching just something on social media. I don't get on it much, but I was watching something and it was a boyfriend asking a girlfriend. He was like, "Okay, here's the slideshow. Are real names or if they're not real names?" And like half of them I recognized from the Key and Peele skit. And I thought it was like McCringleberry was on there, and I just started dying laughing. And she got that one right. She was like, "There's no way," but like haha Clinton Dix. Before that one, there was one that it was like something or another, like something silly like that, and then he goes, "How about haha Clinton Dix?" And she was like, "No," and he was like, "That is actually no way." No way.
I saw that, and then she was like Kool-Aid McKinsley and stuff like that.
Kool-Aid
And she was like,
McKinsley, that was
"That's
the
not
first
somebody's name." Yeah. Wasn't there a
Dude.
guy named? Wasn't his last name like the coldest? The
Something like
coldest.
I don't know, but it's so funny. But yeah, no, the Key and Peele skit.
Corey Pertu says, "Can you guys host the NFL honors?" Honestly, this is my whole point. There shouldn't be an
Here's the
award
thing.
show for NFL honors.
Yeah.
There
And if
shouldn't be.
there shouldn't be. And if we were to host, we wouldn't be great, but we wouldn't be any worse than what has been happening
Well, also, I don't know why,
at all.
again, where it's like, it's the Oscars, it's the Emmys, it's the Grammys, it's all these award shows where you're giving out awards to the most powerful, most successful, most famous people in the world. You can't find comedy writers to write good jokes about those people. It's again, the
No.
Ricky Gervais thing happened like a decade ago. Everybody still talks about it because it was funny.
It was so good.
And he was like, again, he was the only one that realized, oh, this is a television show for people watching at home. The majority of
He
people
crushed
watching
that.
this are at
Ricky
home.
Gervais, he is so funny. And when he went after everybody, and I just love how he was up. He's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. It's like, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I don't care what you have to think.
Well, and then I will say, Conan last year was great for the Oscars, and this year he's doing it again. So that I'm excited for.
Conan was spectacular. He was,
but also
spectacular.
The elephant in the room is that athletes aren't funny and they don't like jokes about themselves. So trying to do just nonstop jokes about everybody, it's like we elevate Shaq up to such a high level because he has some semblance of a sense of humor. Like some semblance of Shaq is like, oh, Shaq's funny. But it's like, yeah, he's funny compared to all these other guys who can't take a joke about themselves even 1%. Like Shaq being able to take a joke about himself 50% is infinitely better than like Kevin Durant, who I don't think has ever heard a joke or told a joke in his entire life, and is like the most sensitive athlete in
He
the world.
he's so
It's just,
sensitive.
ugh.
All right, well, let's get into these honors here.
So obviously the biggest one was MVP of the night, which was won by Matthew Stafford. Obviously it was between him and Drake May. The voting on it, I mean, if you as a Drake May fan, you have to just be like, I'm not mad about this.
No, I'm not
Like,
mad. So he missed it by 1 vote, and then via the points, it was like 366 to like 361. So I'm like, I knew it was gonna be close. Like it was a coin coin toss for either one of these guys. And Stafford, he had a hell of a season. I told you that. I was like, yeah, I wanted it to be Drake May, but Stafford was really good. The one that I really cared about was Vrabel getting Coach of the Year, because I thought what he did this year was phenomenal. And that's nothing against Leo Cohen, because he was really good for Jacksonville. We talked about Shanahan doing with basically a college or high school team because everybody else was broken.
yeah.
He did great, and then obviously, the fellow coach in the Super Bowl, you have McDonald. Like, those were all great coaches, but I was very happy Vrabel got that.
Well,
No
also
matter
the
what happened.
coach of the year voting was Vrabel, Cohen, and then McDonald, who's in the Super Bowl. So 2 of those coaches are in the Super Bowl. Liam Cohen, the Jaguars going into the playoffs were everybody's dark horse pick as the best
Yeah,
team
I
in the
mean,
playoffs. So
he
that
got
feels right.
he got second, and then after that, after those 3, it was Shanahan, and then Ben Johnson had 1 vote. So
Yeah,
I mean, I
those
feel
all
like
feel like the right
I
choices.
I feel like they nailed it in order perfectly. So that was
Yeah.
good.
As far as
My
the MVP voting, Josh Allen getting 2 votes and Justin Herbert getting 1 vote. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Who is voting
Yeah, dude,
for?
Justin Herbert getting a vote. That's where I feel like Drake May was robbed.
Well,
Like,
that's one of those things where
God,
it's like, can we just stop with the Justin Herbert love for 2 seconds? He
yeah, no,
doesn't
that
need
one
to
made
be
me
in every
upset.
conversation ever. Dear Lord. Defensive player of the year went to Myles Garrett, obviously.
Obviously.
That one was pretty obvious. I will say offensive player of the year, I came on this show after they were announced. I really thought why Drake May was in this category was they were going to give this to Drake May so they could
Mhm.
give the MVP to Stafford. So I was a little shocked that Jackson Smith and Jigba won this one. But
Yeah.
but again, I'm so glad he did, because then we got that hilarious Drewski moment. It
Oh,
was
funny.
it was so worth it for him to win that. It's so, man, hilarious.
No back
Drewski's so funny.
whatever. Uh, just so dumb. The one that I did like, though, NFL Protector of the Year, that new category. I love that Joe Tooney got that.
I do
Like,
too.
Joe Tooney would have probably had like 10 of those in his
Yeah.
career. He's so good. He is so good. So me and my coworker that I worked with last night, he's the Bears fan, and so he was really happy about that. But another regular that was in, who was sitting at the bar top talking to us, he's a Chiefs fan, and both, obviously, me and him, we don't really get along with our team sport takes and whatnot. But both of us were just like, "Screw you, man!" Talking to my coworker, like, "We want Tootie back. Give us Tootie back." Like, that was the guy, man. He's so good.
Yeah. And then comeback player of the year, obviously Christian McCaffrey. That makes
Coming
total
back from
sense.
injury.
Dude,
Yeah.
he had 2 great speeches. This one and the
McCaffrey
Armed
can
Forces one.
Yeah.
That was,
So
dude,
the
the Armed
salute to
Forces one
service
was
one?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good speech. Now, Casino, the other thing that came out of the NFL honors was we officially got the Hall of Fame list for the 2026 NFL Hall of Fame class. And that being announced, I will say, what is it? Roger Craig just like bawling his eyes out on stage. That kind of got to me. I was just like, dude, this guy has waited so many years
Yeah.
and to finally get in. So the list is, it is Drew Brees, obviously quarterback for the Chargers and Saints, Larry Fitzgerald, wide receiver for the Cardinals, Luke Kuechly, obviously linebacker for the Panthers, Adam Vinatieri, which I
Dude,
want your thoughts on in a second,
love.
and then Roger Craig, who is running back for the 49ers, Raiders, and Vikings. So thoughts on
Yeah.
this
So, yeah,
class?
he was the first But you say the 49ers. He was the first one to do it before McCaffrey ever did with 100 yards rushing and 100 yards receiving in a single season. Just yeah, well done. Glad he got in as the senior finalist.
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly, dude, he was a 7-time Pro Bowler. He was an absolute monster on defense, dude. Just scary guy. You never wanted to see him out there on the other side if you were a quarterback. He was just a scary dude. Larry Fitz, like him a lot. Yeah, Larry Fitz. I mean, what else can you say about the guy? Drew Brees, glad he got in. But, with him getting in, Rodgers is going to get in, sadly. But no, I like Drew Brees. I like him as a person. And then my boy, my favorite player of all time, Mr. Golden Leg himself, Adam Vinatieri. Very, very happy that he got in. Dude, he still leads the NFL in scoring. He has he's a 4-time Super Bowl champ, and he came in clutch in 3 of those. So, like, how is he not in, right? He had to be
Yeah.
in. He's the dude. He's the guy. I'm so happy for him. Beyond happy for him.
Yeah, I really don't feel like any of these are not only undeserving, but I feel like we always see like kind of surprising picks. I guess Roger Craig is the one on here that you can make the case of why he shouldn't be in it. But you look at the guys who missed the cut. I would take, again, I take Roger Craig over someone like Frank Gore. Like,
Oh,
again,
all day.
Frank Gore, but then
Frank Gore
again,
just played forever.
well, that's the thing. It really does. The argument for the Hall of Fame really does come into, is it the Hall of really good, or did you have to transcend the sport? And I feel like, again, with Drew Brees, he was never the best quarterback, but just numbers wise, he retired as the NFL's career leader in passing yards and passing touchdowns. Like, he was never the best quarterback. He was just consistent for 19 years. Like, that's kind of the argument with Frank Gore. But again, just I feel like we elevate the quarterback so much that you kind of have to put Drew Brees in. Larry Fitzgerald, there was a 6 to 8 year period where you could make the case that he was the best wide receiver in the league. Like, maybe even a decade, you could make that case. He was just the most consistent. Luke Kuechly, obviously the best linebacker he only played for 6, 7 years, 8 years at most.
Like whatever it was.
Yeah. He only played from 2012 to 2018.
I was
That's
he's
crazy.
he's a 7-time Pro Bowler, so yeah, I think he did pretty good, right?
So in eight years that got cut short because of an injury, in 8 seasons, he was a 7-time Pro Bowler. Like,
and he won Defensive Player of the Year back in 13. Like, dude,
yeah.
so good.
Adam Vinatieri, dude, it's always crazy when you look at other players compared to kickers. Adam Vinatieri played in the league from 1996 till 2019. That is insane.
Dude.
That is insane.
Yeah, he played 24 years.
Well, and also, so this is what I wanted your opinion on, Casino. The Hall of Fame finalists who missed the cut. Obviously, we knew Bill Belichick was not getting in. That was a huge story. Obviously, I said on this show, I think it was because they didn't want him to be a first ballot Hall of Famer because of the cheating stuff. He'll eventually get in, right?
Yeah,
Obviously, he'll eventually get in.
So a lot of people kept asking me that question was, does that bother you that Bill didn't get in? Does it bother you that Robert Kraft didn't get in? And I'm like, you know what? I don't think they give a shit. Maybe Bill, because he's a little bit of an egomaniac at times, but
see, I think Belichick cares.
Maybe that did bother, but
I just think he cares because he's such a football historian. Like, he's such a football historian that he cares.
100%. But he's gonna get in, and he knows he's gonna get in, right? he's gonna get in. And Robert Kraft not getting in right away. I just don't think Robert Kraft cares, honestly.
Well, can we have a conversation about why we're electing owners to the Hall of Fame?
I agree.
Why is that a thing? Why are they in the Hall of Fame?
And this is not me trying to be a bias. I do think Robert Kraft is up there in top 5 all-time owners. I mean, the culture that he made, for football, the culture that he makes for his team and his program, like, he actually gives a shit. It seems like, unlike most owners. So,
yeah, I just don't think owners should be in Hall of Fames.
I agree with you there. I agree with you there, and that's why I think he doesn't. I agree, and that's why I don't think he gives a shit.
Now, the real question is Casino. The two names on here that just missed the cut that I think you can make a conversation for. So Torrey Holt, the wide receiver, obviously most famous for the Rams. He played, I think, 1 year with the Jaguars. So this is what it says right here. A member of the 2000s All-Decade team, Holt ripped off 8 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons while averaging 1,385 yards per season over that span. He twice led the NFL in receiving yards and was a key member of the Rams' greatest show on turf that led St. Louis to a Super Bowl win and 2 NFC titles. Holt caught a touchdown pass during the Rams' win over the Titans in the Super Bowl. Should Torrey Holt be in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
Ooh, this is a hot take. You just what? Career?
I mean, wait, hold up. Are you saying like this round, or are you saying in general?
No, I'm saying in general.
Oh no, in general, sure, but no, I wouldn't put him over who got in this round.
No, I would not either.
Sorry, you're kind of choppy going in and out, so I misheard you. My bad.
So he finished his career with 13,382 receiving yards, 74 touchdowns, and 7 Pro Bowl picks. So 920 receptions. I was always a Torrey Holt guy. I think Torrey Holt should be in. Now, the question on everybody's mind, should Eli Manning be in? He's now been eligible for 2 years. He did not get in this time. Should Eli Manning be in the Hall of Fame?
I mean, he beat the GOAT twice. That's tough, right? I mean, Drew Brees, how many Super Bowls does Drew Brees has? I know he has all those other records.
One. Yeah.
I mean, people care about trophies.
Manning is top 10 all-time in career passing yards and touchdown passes when he retired. But again, now, obviously he beat the GOAT in 2 Super Bowls. And he beat the GOAT in 2 Super Bowls with his arm. But he also had amazing defenses that also stopped Tom Brady. And the argument I've always heard with Eli Manning is, can you tell the history of the NFL without including Eli Manning? Because basically
you can't.
The Hall of Fame is, the rich tapestry of the history of the NFL. So can you tell the history of the NFL without Eli Manning? I don't think you can. Because you have to throw those 2 Super Bowls in there as one of them is legitimately the biggest upset in Super Bowl history. They were 14.5 point underdogs in that game?
Yeah.
So
something ridiculous.
Again, I don't know, but during Eli Manning playing, he played from 2004 to 2019. There was never a conversation if Eli Manning was the best quarterback in the league. It just never happened. He was never in that conversation. He was always kind of just a guy who those 2 years got red hot and won 2 Super Bowls. But during the regular season, he was never like, oh, MVP Eli Manning. I just feel like, because obviously the argument is his brother got in, but his brother was right there shoulder to shoulder with Tom Brady during basically this same time where you could make the case, is Peyton Manning the best quarterback playing right now? Is Tom Brady? That's kind of where you have to, and then Drew Brees is third. So I don't know. Will he get into the Hall of Fame? Probably. Should he? I don't know. I don't know. All right. We were going to do best Super Bowl teams of all time. I don't think we need to. Honestly, by all metrics, it looks like it was the 91 Redskins, which is a shocking, but ESPN put out this piece, all that kind of stuff. But I think we've done enough today, Casino. Final, let's just replay it. Final Super Bowl predictions. You're going Patriots over the Seahawks. What's your score prediction?
Okay. Let's go 28-24.
28-24. You're going Patriots over Seahawks. I'm going Seahawks over Patriots. I'm saying 31-20. That's my pick. 31-20.
That's your blowout.
That's my blowout. To me, that's a blowout. 2 scores. It's a blowout. This has been the NFL. This has been, I was just reading the NFL honors comment and it got stuck in my head. But this has been the Only Sports Podcast. I'm Will. That's Casino over there. We will be back on Monday to talk about that Super Bowl. It's either going to be a very sad day or a very happy day. So join us Monday to talk about the Super Bowl.
I don't know why you would say that.
Yeah. Check out our TikToks, all that, like, comment, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. So I'm Will. That's Casino over there. Only Sports Podcast. Adios.